And welcome to today's program, broadcasting live from the Las Vegas Convention Center, Las Vegas, Nevada, for ICAST 2011. Steve?
Viva Las Vegas!
Good
Viva.
gracious. All right, don't change the channel.
Hey.
We won't let him sing anymore.
You like my Elvis
promise.
impression?
That's great.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Hey, be sure and let your friends and family outside the immediate listening area know that they can tune us in online, hutd.net, kwkhonline.com, so they can listen anywhere in the world. We are streaming worldwide via the web. And we're going to get started right away. Steve, we got a very special guest joining us here in our makeshift studio at ICAST 2011.
That's right.
And I'm going to allow you to introduce him.
This is the voice, what I call the voice of FLW Outdoors, Mr. Jason Harper. Jason, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you taking the time out to be on our program.
Good morning, guys. It's quite an honor to be here. And let me just say, it's a good thing on your radio, because the Elvis jumpsuit that you're wearing today
I'm telling you.
is
like the collar?
you know, I mean, I've already seen enough spandex and sparkles in the last 24 hours of being in Vegas, but yours is something else.
Hey, well, I try to outdo Elvis when I can, but that's a hard act to top.
You ought to see. You ought to check into it, see if they make that in your size.
That's true.
Yeah,
Double X.
Yeah, whatever.
we're not going to go there, but it was a good effort. How are you guys? Is this awesome or what?
Hey,
It
this
is
great.
great.
I mean, where else would you want to be? If you're a fisherman,
Yeah.
there's no other place on earth that you would rather be than ICAST 2011. The latest and greatest of what's coming out for this coming year is right here. It's just, it's a first class event, and it's, I look forward to it. Last year was my first year.
Me too.
I think James had been here several times, but it was my first year last year, and I was just overwhelmed and impressed with the way they conduct this event. And my favorite part was I got to be a part of the product showcase, where I actually got to go in and vote on product of the year. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to look at that last night. I guess tonight they come out with the awards and best in show. It's always fun. Yeah, last year was my first. You need a couple days to kind of get your feet wet, you know, to walk around and figure out what's where and who's who and how they have everything laid out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Who of fishing is here.
It's
That's
here,
right.
man. It's going
You're
on.
in the world of fishing. You're here.
It's fun, you know, and it's great talking to the guys and kind of asking, you know, I know what I like, but it's nice to find out from them, you know, what do you see out here that's really cool? What do you think is going to be hot for next year? And it's going to be fun. But yeah, just the doors opened, what, 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, the three of us, we're just trying to figure out
Well, it's 11 o'clock.
what we're
Vegas
doing.
time.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Which way's
we haven't had time to see everything yet. I started out in a meeting this morning and came straight over here to set everything up. Lots and lots to see. I'm just looking at the list of exhibitors, guys.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to get around all this.
Oh, yeah.
But for those of you who do not know, ICAST is the premier trade show of the fish and tackle industry, sponsored by the American Sport Fishing Association. And this is where all of the new products are rolled out, as Steve said, for the upcoming fishing season. And everybody who's anybody in the fishing industry is on hand here to answer questions. Now, this is not open to the public.
Right.
This is a trade show, so it's open to retailers, wholesalers, and
If you're a buyer
manufacturers.
or media. Yeah.
That's exactly right, and of course members of the media, which we fall under. So,
Right.
but Jason, we appreciate you joining us very much. How long have you been on board with FLW?
I started in 2008, so this is my halfway through my fourth year, and it has been it's been unbelievable. I mean, it really has been unbelievable, the growth that's happened with FLW, you know, in the last 5 to 10 years. It's just been it's been phenomenal.
I fished FLW, Jason, for probably the last 8 or 9 years, almost from its inception. Whether it was the Everstart or the Everstart Tour,
Which is now back to Everstart.
to the BFLs, fished as a co-ing on the FLW Tour one year, which is, you know, I've had people ask me, why don't you fish as a co-ing? I said, I'm going to tell you, the most fun I ever had fishing was fishing as a co-angler on the FLW Tour.
Really?
I didn't have to worry about a boat. I didn't have to worry about going out and finding fish. I didn't have to worry about all the little things you got to worry about as a professional to prepare for a tournament. I basically just showed up, got in the boat with the guy, and went fishing.
I wouldn't say it takes all the pressure off, but yeah, I mean, let them find the fish, spend all the money on their high-dollar electronics.
Yep.
They'll put you over the fish, and then you do what.
Now I do
what
fish
you
the pro side of
Everstarts.
and BFLs, but you know, the FLW Tour is another level, and just a great group of guys y'all have on the FLW Tour.
Yep.
I mean, first-class individuals. I never drew a bad apple.
Really?
Every one of them were first-class guys that were just from Kelly Jordan to Clark Wendlandt, you name it, all the guys I ever drew were just great people.
Man, that's
good
great.
guys to fish with.
Well,
Dion
good.
Hibden.
Oh yeah.
Dion Hibden's just like a good old country boy.
We, me and a couple of camera guys spent a couple days at his family's house in Missouri.
Yeah. Are they great people or what?
Yeah, we had breakfast with all of the Hibdens.
Oh my gosh.
All of them.
Wow.
At one time.
That'd be a feast.
Around one table, and
What did the bowl of grits look like at the Hibden family breakfast table? I'm just trying to picture that.
It was as big as the table we're sitting at.
I know, I know they had grits.
The bowl,
I mean,
they
had to have
did. The
grits.
bowl of gravy was actually twice as big as the bowl of
That
grits.
I don't doubt that one.
I mean, like in my family, gravy is a beverage.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's on everything.
And it went on the eggs, it went on the bacon, it went on the biscuits. Yeah, but to have, to look across and have Guido and Dion, and then Dion's son Peyton, who's also fishing on the tour this year.
All the generations.
To have them there, and then Stella, who's really the matriarch of the whole, clan, and just to talk about their years of, it was phenomenal.
A lot of people have labeled them, Jason, as kind of the first family of bass fishing. And that's probably a true statement. I mean,
they travel together, they do everything together as a family. By the way, I remember this from last year. Dion has a birthday coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So happy birthday,
Dion. 32?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Chevy Pro Dion. I have to give him a call from Las Vegas.
Jason, tell us what's going on at FLW Outdoors. Anything new down the pipe that we look forward to? Or is
well, we've got, matter of fact, some of our pros that are here, I was just talking to, they're probably going to have to leave tomorrow because we've got, next weekend, we have got a tournament in Florence, Alabama on Pickwick. Okay. So it ought to be about 125 degrees down there.
Yeah.
Which ought to be
I fished there in November last year in the FLW wild card, Chevy wild card.
Oh, yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
It wasn't 100 degrees, but it was some good fishing.
Well, it kicks off, let's see here, it kicks off Thursday the 21st. So we're about a week away, but they start practice this weekend. Okay. So a lot of guys are going to leave here in a couple of days and head on down there to practice. But that's our final event before the Forest Wood Cup. I mean, our crown jewel of bass fishing, the biggest show for bass fishing, is going to be in Hot Springs, Arkansas, which is kind of in my backyard. I live in Little Rock.
Right.
And we're gearing up for Lake Ouachita, August the 11th through 14th. So we're inside 30 days.
Right.
So as you guys know, from a media standpoint, things start getting crazy inside 30 days.
Absolutely.
It really is. And a lot of advertising going on, working a lot with the folks in Hot Springs on bringing, the circus, the fishing circus to town. It's going to be great. But
Hot Springs does a great job.
They do. It's a great venue. Love having it there. They're always so supportive. And last time we were there for the Cup was 2007 when Scott Suggs won the $1 million.
Right. I watched that episode.
Yeah, it was incredible. And so we're going to be back there. So a lot of eyes are on the Cup, but also coming.
We might want to cover that, James.
That would be a great
You guys
event
should be.
to cover.
I mean, it's going to be incredible. We broke crowd records. It was the largest attendance.
What's the dates on that again?
August the 11th through the 14th. And it's going to be. I mean, it's free. It's open to the public. We'll have concerts in 4 days. It's all indoors. Right. So all the air conditioning you could ever hope for. Right. It's going to be a blast. But we got a lot of guys that are going for two-time or the first. We've never had a guy win more than one Forest Wood Cup.
Right.
So we got about 4 guys that are in position to possibly win the second Forest Wood Cup. We got Brent Ayler, who's looking for his second Cup victory. He finished second at Ouachita last year. Scott Suggs, it's his home water.
Right.
He's a favorite to win this thing. David Dudley, who's here, he's won a Forest Wood Cup. He's always done well in Ouachita. So not only is he looked at to possibly winning the Cup, but he's our Angler of the Year points leader right now.
Right.
We're going to crown that in 2 weeks. So we do. We got a lot of things going on in the next 30 days. It's really exciting.
It's the peak of the season right now. So
it is, yeah. It really, really is. And we still have a lot of events in the fall, but our biggest ones, Angler of the Year and Forest Wood Cups, coming up within 30 days. So yeah, we're excited.
Yeah,
outstanding.
We need to congratulate one guy with FLW, and he just had a brand new baby girl. Kelly Jordan and his wife just had a brand new baby girl. She's actually 6 months now.
Wow.
Kelly was telling me about it today. He's so excited. I said, "It's your first one?" Kelly said, "It is my first one."
That's great.
Really?
I said, "Man, it'll change your life." And he said, "Already has." So he said, "I'll look forward to going home a lot quicker now and more often." He said,
You do.
Oh, yeah,
but I bet here he's getting more sleep than he would at home with a 6-month-old.
I remember those days. I'm way past those days, but I do remember those days.
Hey, we want to thank Jason Harper, voice of FLW, for joining us on the program. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule here at ICast.
Man, it's an honor to kick the show off with you guys, and I hope to see and hear more Elvis stuff the next couple of days.
Well, I'll work on my Elvis impersonation.
Yeah, he's actually performing tonight.
Oh, here at the Hilton?
Yeah,
that's correct.
Really?
Well, I was going to do a
he'll be
live
in the
performance just for the ICast.
He'll be in the lobby.
Yeah, let me
At
just say,
least until security shows up.
it's a good thing for all the vendors, everyone here on the floor, that this is a soundproof room.
Yeah, that's true.
That's probably a good thing.
That's correct.
I tell everybody, I'm as good a singer as there is in the shower or in my pickup truck. I sing as good as George Strait. Some people compare me to George Strait.
It's definitely time for a break. Hey,
yeah, let's go to break. That's a great idea.
keep it right here. You're listening to Hook It Up
And tracking down